Have you ever wanted to run a Minecraft server with all kinds of cool plugins? Do you want to run your server so that your friends can join it from his home, connecting to yours, but you don't know how? Well, then watch my Bukkit series, guys, where I will teach you guys how to set up a server and how to install all kinds of cool and advanced plugins. Kind of like a plugin reviews. Enjoy! What's up, bros, and welcome back to Mr. Hawkins' channel. Today we will have a little bit of a Bukkit update thing on how you can basically set up your own Bukkit server with no Hamachi, with nothing but your network settings, and then I will show you how to do it with Hamachi, and then I will show you how to do it by port forwarding your ports, the simplest way to port forward your ports so that you don't need Hamachi and people can join you from anywhere. People, you have friends and that's home at their place and you're home at your place. You want to host a server for your friend, but you can't, because if you try to just get your IPv4 address, your friend can't join. Only persons on the same network can then join. And to actually port forward, if you're port forwarding your 25565 port, people can actually join your network. They can join you from anywhere. But be careful. This is a little warning. This is a warning. Be careful. You are giving out your personal IPv address. It's not the IPv4, but it's your personal IP address. So if you don't like this, don't do it. I don't see anything threatening in that, in letting your friend join you, but I will show you this anyway, just a little warning. Okay, so there are two programs needed. It is a simple port forwarding, and it is the PF port checker. PF port checker. This is just basically to check if the port are open, and this is basically to port forward it. This is safe, simple, and easy to use, so I recommend it at the highest to download this program. I will have a link in my description as always, guys, and the first link after you downloaded these two, the link you will click is the dl.bukkit.org. Here you will get your craft bucket. This is your server. This is basically what you will run it on. You will run it on a craft bucket. You can run it on a regular server as well, but I wouldn't recommend it, because then you can't do anything fun, like plugins and stuff. Okay, so what you will do is to go to dl.bukkit.org and download the recommended build. What the hell? Get away. There we go. Craft Bucket recommended build, because they finally have a recommended build for version 1.4.7, which is the current version. Isn't it? Yes, it is. Sorry, I had my brain stopped working. Okay, so just basically download the picture. I said picture. Craft Bucket, the jar file. Wait for it to finish. While it's downloading, you can go ahead and make your folder by hitting right click, new, and folder. In this folder we want to call server or anything. You can basically call this anything. I will just call this server, or actually I will call this MC server. Stands for Minecraft. Fucking hell. Not a double V. There we go. It's done. We'll just drag this out. So this is no dragging out. Dragging out. Dragon. No, I said that too. Okay, so just drag it in the MC server, or the folder that you created. What I usually do is that or actually I can do that later. I can do that later. Just carry on. Craft Bucket. Double click it. Double click it with your mouse, and let it load. It will take not too long, but it will take a little while, and your stuff starts loading. So just wait for everything to load. Wait for everything to load. While you are doing that, I am going to find the code for the run file. Just hold on a second. There we go. Okay, so now once you've done this, we want a way to run Minecraft, or the Minecraft server. You know a way to run Minecraft. If you don't know that, you'll probably have a problem. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. Or it's actually not that tricky. No, they have updated the page. Before you had like 1,000 options to do. Okay, so what you will go, if you have a Windows, you will copy this code right here. If you have a Linux, you will copy this code right here. If you have a Mac OS X, please do this. Here we have an alternative method for, I believe this is for the Mac, since it is a terminal. But I am running on a Windows, so I will do the Java. I will do the Java. I will do the Windows. I'm so sorry. So right click and copy, or just control and copy. C for copy. Okay, get back to your little folder and right click, new, and a new text document. What do you want to call this text document? Probably just run or something. I'm just calling it run with the capitals, so I'll see it, so that I will see it. And if you want to know how I get these extensions, if you can only see run and not run.txt, you can go to organize, folder and search options, view, and get down here. Bit more down, I guess. Hide extensions for known file types. Just catch that off and hit apply and OK, and then you can see the run.txt. It will make it a bit easier to rename it, because then you can just do this and call it a bit. For now we want to edit it, so we want to keep it as a txt and just double click it. So we will get an empty notepad window, and we will paste in the code right here. Okay, now comes the part that I wanted to show you guys. I'm just gonna do a little Windows skills right here. Multitasking. No, don't do that. Okay, so what I will do now is that I will... Okay, let me just do it. Here you can see that the name of it, Java XMS 1024 megabyte, and it's just basically the same. Jar, and it's gonna try to open this craftbukkit.jar. But do we have a craftbukkit.jar in here? Of course we have, but it's called something else. So this is really important that you guys get, okay? Because last time I did a video about Bukkit, people had trouble with this. Rename it like this, craftbukkit.jar, because that is what it says up here. It's going to look for a craftbukkit.jar, not a craft Bukkit 1.4.7. You can rename it in here as well by doing craftbukkit 1.4.7 and just write down the whole code with r1.o and then .jar. But I think it's so much easier to just keep it as craftbukkit.jar and rename it here to just craftbukkit.jar. Okay? Okay. I can't rename it because... Okay, just hold on a second. Start a task manager, go to processes. Okay guys, I'm back. What I want to do is go into CMD. I just wanted to find out the name of the process. Yeah, by the way, I will teach you how to get into CMD. Hit the Windows key and R to get up this run thing. Okay, once you're in the run, type in CMD. That's for CMD, and then hit OK, and you will get this console windows up. What you will do with this console windows up, you will type in task kill. Just wait a minute. Task kill F I am and just java.exe. Success. The process java.exe with PID 45408 has been terminated. That means that the process is now terminated, and we can now rename our file. That's because I run it. What you hopefully you have already run it. Okay, so just if you do this again, rename it before you run it, so you don't have to terminate the thing again. Another way to do it is just to open this task manager by hitting Ctrl-Alt-Delete and finding the process and just hit end process. Hit the process and end process. Okay, so I named it to Craft Bukkit and Craft Bukkit, and then it should actually be okay. Just gonna remember to save it. And since I made it to show all the extensions, I can just delete extension and call it now a BAT. Okay, you want to call it BAT, okay? But I have to call it the CMD because my BAT extension is actually ruined. Don't ask me why and don't ask me how. I managed to do it, okay? But you will call it a BAT for bats. Okay? So it's a run.bat, not CMD for you guys. You can do CMD as well, but you usually just uses bat. Okay? Okay, so now let's take a look at the server properties. Okay. So what are we going to do in here? We're going to allow the nether. Allow nether, it's self-explanatory. I can't even speak. It speaks for itself. Allow nether, yes, true. The level name, I'm just gonna call this a world. It's gonna be pretty boring, isn't it? Let's call it something cooler. Minecraft, yeah. Cool. The quarry, I'm not sure actually what is. I'm not sure what that is. Hold on a second. Okay, I found out what the quarry is. You'll probably just have it to false, because what the Minecraft Wiki says that it is, it's enable game spy for protocol server listeners, used to get information about server. I don't guess you need it, because I have never enabled it. Allow flight speaks for itself as well. I'm gonna have this to true. This is only for fly mod. If you're going to use the regular creative mode, it will not affect this thing. You can have the false and you can still fly. So basically, I just have the false to show you guys. Okay, the server port, never change it. It will always be 25565. Don't change it. The level type, well, the level types are rather default, flat, or large biomes. Flat is a flat world with no futures. It's meant for building. A large biomes is probably the same as default, but all biomes are larger. And default is as you are used to. Okay, so I'm gonna have this to default. The Archon, what is the Archon again? The Archon is enables remote access to server console. So I don't want that, so I can just have it to false. But if you want it, you can have it to true if you want to. Okay, the level seed is basically just a seed you want into Minecraft. I'm just gonna have a random seed now, like that. Okay, the server IP we'll get into in a second. Okay, the max build height speaks for itself. I want to have that to 500. That's the how high you can build from the bottom. Spawn NPCs. Yes, I want to spawn NPCs. The whitelist. If you have whitelist enabled, you have to write the names of the ones that you have to include to your you have to include them to your server. Okay, so if I want to include my friend, I need to do this. I need to write in his name. This is one of my friends playing Minecraft. I need to write him into the whitelist. If he's not whitelisted, he will not be able to get in. So I don't want whitelist. Spawn animals? Yes. Snooper. Okay, let's see what snoopers is. Okay, a snooper is well, since the 1.3 pre-release sets whether the server sends snoop data regularly. So if you have it to false, you will disable the snooping. If you have it to true, you will enable the snooping. I don't want to have the snooping, because basically I don't know what it means. I didn't know what I just said. Okay, so hardcore is that if you die, you will not be able to join into the server again. You will be kind of banned from the server if you die. That's how the hardcore works. I tried it once, and if you enable hardcore once, you will not be able to get it back to regular survival. So be careful. The texture pack, yeah, the texture pack is actually pretty cool. Let me just find a texture pack. Okay, so I found this LB Photorealisms pack. So what you will need to do if you want your server, when someone joins your server, a message will pop up on the screen saying this server recommends using this texture pack. Do you want to download? And you can right click yes or no. If you click yes, it will download. And then what you will need to insert right here in texture pack is the link to the texture pack, the download link. So if I click this download link, I'll just see. I hope it brings me to a Mediafire page. I'm not quite sure. Yes, it did. Okay, to download, just right click the download button and copy the link. And then you want to insert that link into texture pack. Like that. I think that's how this works. And make sure that it has to be a direct link to the zip file. It has to be a direct link. It can't only be like on a web page where all the info is. It has to be the button that you need. What I did. The button you need to push to download the Photorealisms texture pack. Damn. It's the button. This button. If I click this, it will download. And then if I copy this and somebody else clicks the link, they will begin to download. So it's actually very simple. Online mode. What is online mode? Well, how can I explain this? The online mode is that if you want someone who has not bought Minecraft to get into your server, have this true. That will just enables the online mode. If you don't, take it to false. I think that's what this means. I'm not quite sure, but I think so. PvP means player versus player. So if you have this to false, players can hurt each other inside the game. But I would recommend having this to true, as of you can have a plugin to make certain areas non-PvP zones. I will show you that in a later episode of my upcoming series, Minecraft, or actually Bukkit plugins. Okay, difficulty. And the difficulty goes from 0, 1, and 2, I guess. I think that's the only game modes available. 0, 1, and 2. 0 is survival, 1 is creative, and 2 is adventure. That's probably just game mode. Sorry, I fucked up. Well, that's game mode. 0 is survival, 1 is creative, and 2 is adventure. Difficulty is, yeah, as I said, 0 peaceful, 1 easy, 2 normal, and 3 is hard. Okay. What is this texture? Pack. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Game mode 0. Yeah. Max players. You can have as many as you want to, basically. But I don't recommend having like 50 people. I'm just keeping it to the default 20. Spawn monsters. I have set this to true because I want someone to fight in here. Generate structures. Structures are like villages, dungeons, ravines. No, ravines is no, forget that. It's not ravines. But these, yeah, structures that respond inside the game, like these new pyramids, jungle temples, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, this view distance thing, I don't think it can be higher than 10. It's how far it speaks for itself. View distance, how far you can view the distance of your view, basically. So I've set it to 10. I think that's max. So yeah, that's it. Okay, now I will show you how to get the look of. Let me just show you guys pretty quickly. If you see right here, if we go into servers, you can see down here, and now it says can't reach server because it's my server, and it says can't reach server, but usually down here it says something cool like zombie horde and some stuff, but they have colors. They have colors. I think it's actually very simple. Zombiehorde.net. Is it .com? Forget that. They have colors. No, also you have to add those colors. It's really simple. You have to take this sign right here. I'm not sure what this is named, but it's right next to, on my keyboard, it's right next to the 1. It's not 2, but on the left side. On the left side, you need to click Shift, and to the left side of the number 1 button, you will get this sign. And then you have to click from 1 to 9, 1 to 9, and from A to F. I think that's the limit of colors. And then that 4 is red, so I want it to be red first. I'm gonna call this Hawkcraft. And I want to have a new color after that. And I want that to be, I think that 2 is a nice color. YouTube. Let's call it. I'll just say something random now. Okay, so that's how to add some colors. I will have a more in-depth tutorial on some more stuff that you can add down here. But for now, this is all. So now remember to save. And then we are ready to add our IP address. Actually, you don't need to close it because we need to add a server IP. Okay, so if you want people on the same network to do this, click, or to join you, click the Windows key and R button. It will bring up this run window, and click then OK, or write in CMD and then click OK. Then ipconfig. Straight ahead, enter. Scroll all the way up to you can see wireless LAN adapter, or your local area connection. As you can see here, we have an IPv4 address. 10.0.0.6 is my IPv4 address. Well, yeah, to actually copy in the CMD window, you need to go to mark the place, and then click enter to actually copy it. And then you can paste it in there, server IP. Now you can save it, close it, and try to run it. So now you can see it starts running. And there it's done. Okay. What you will have to do now is to get into your Minecraft, of course. We have an error. I don't know. What a perfect timing for you to fuck up, internet. Perfect timing, boy. Perfect timing. Yeah, let's just try to disconnect and connect it again. Trying to make a tutorial, goddammit. You're serious? I'll be back in a sec, guys.